The symbolism of the egg. The egg symbolizes Genesis, the perfect microcosm, a universal symbol for the mystery of original creation. It encompasses within its shell nascent life, ready to emerge. It embodies the idea of rebirth and rejuvenation in the cycle of life, reflected also in its shape, with neither beginning nor end. It is life bursting from the primordial silence, and few simple natural objects have such a self-explanatory yet profound meaning, and the body of mythology and folklore that surrounds the egg is massive. In creation myths ranging from Egypt and India to Asia and Oceana, a cosmic egg, sometimes fertilized by a serpent, but more often laid in the primordial waters by a giant bird, gives form to chaos. And from this hatches the sun, symbolized by the golden yolk, and thus the division of earth and sky and life from all other forms. Creation symbolism is strengthened by the egg shape and its similarity to the testicles, and the sexual duality of egg yolks and white. And in the region of the Congo, the yellow yolk stood for female warmth, while the white stood for male sperm. In ancient Egypt, an egg was revered as the origin of the world. One version of the creation myth mentions the cosmic egg hatching the bird of life. And a major component within the Ogdoad cosmology is the cosmic egg, from which all things are born. Life comes from the egg, and the sun god Ra was born in the primordial egg in the stage known as the occasion. In Hindu myth, the cosmic egg identifies with the golden egg, which brought Brahma into the world. And similarly, the egg is linked to resurrection, the phoenix dying and with the fire rising from its own egg. And in Greek myth, the god Dionysus was shown carrying an egg as a symbol of his own rebirth. Associated in Christian times with the promise and hope of the spring, the egg took a ready-made place in Christian Easter ceremonies as a symbol of resurrection. The egg's white purity embodies the miracle of life contained within its blank shells. One such connotation found in literature is the book Madonna and the Child, circa 1450, in which an egg symbolizes the Immaculate Conception of Mary. In Jewish custom, at the Seder meal eaten at Passover, the egg is offered as a symbol of promise. And traditionally, eggs are the first food offered to a Jewish mourner. In folklore throughout the world, the egg is a symbol of luck, wealth, and health. And magical eggs are golden or silver and are most often guarded by dragons. From eggs are born gods and heroes. In one Greek myth, Helen of Troy came from an egg that had fallen from the moon. Alternatively, she was born from an egg laid by Queen Leda of Sparta after she had coupled with a swan, which was the god Zeus in disguise. In Dogon mythology of West Africa, their mythology says that in the beginning, Amma alone was in the shape of the egg. The four collarbones were fused, dividing the egg into air, earth, fire, and water, establishing also the four cardinal directions. And this number of 8 would be significant, as it represents the four Ogdoad pairs, Ka and Kaket, Ha and Hahet, Nun and Nunet, Amun and Amunet. And within this cosmic egg was the material and structure of the universe, and the 266 signs that embrace the essence of all things. And this example was continued in Kemetic mythology and focused on the idea of inside of the egg there was the god Ra. Their mythology says that once upon a time, before there was land, fish, animals, or human life, there was a great expansion of primordial waters that encompassed the universe. And since the beginning of time, nothing had existed in these primordial waters until a great egg appeared within its surface. This egg contained a living god by the name of Ra, and once his egg hatched, he burst forth into the universe and took his place as its rightful ruler. And in this scenario, we also see the significance of Ra as representing the number 9, which is the number of completion. As Amma was the one, and thus the beginning, he was 9, the completion, and thus a new stage of life is entered. The egg contains all the elements, from the creation of life to its very last cycle, for it itself symbolizes the cycle of life. It symbolizes birth. It symbolizes revitalization. And this symbol has endured throughout the history of mankind.